Hi guys, so since a few of my fans and friends are curious about some things that happened to me a few times since I was young all the way until a few years ago, I would definitely say that I don't believe in ghosts because I would say ghosts are souls of human beings that didn't go to heaven or hell, but definitely I believe in devil and demons. They definitely do exist, and since I was young I was always very sensitive to supernatural beings and stuff. So it's gonna be a long story, but it's all true and all that happened to me. You can put me on a lie detector and I swear I'm not lying and all these things happened to me. So let's start with my childhood. So since I was young, I've always, like, when I'm walking on the street, I will see like a glimpse of a silhouette, a whole black silhouette. It's not a shadow. You know, shadow are not totally black and you don't see the whole person, as in you just see the whole body of the person, but it's not joined, as in the leg part or the feet part is individual. There is nothing that is linked to the black silhouette at all. Like if you're walking on the street and the sun is shining on you, your shadow is connected to your feet, right? But the silhouette that I've seen since I was young, they are not connected to any feet. There's nobody nearby, and when I turn to look at the silhouette, like focus on it, it disappears. And I have no idea why, and I always ask my parents and they say, oh, maybe it's your grandfather trying to protect you, since my grandfather passed away when I was really young, and that's what they always say to me lah. And so my first ever encounter, I would have to say I was around 11 or 12 years old, around there, when you know, there was a time where everybody was crazy about Teletubbies. And this Teletubbies I have, the yellow one, the Lala, okay, it's pre-recorded and you need to insert battery and you press the tummy. When you press the tummy, it talks with the pre-recorded voice of Lala. So there is no, so it only has four phrases. It just say hello, la la, oh. And I remember something else, and I can't really remember, but I definitely remember the first one. So I always play, and one day I was like not sleeping really well, and I decided to wait for my parents. It's like in the middle of the night, and I decided to go to the living room because I couldn't sleep. I get up from my bed and I accidentally stepped on the Teletubby, on the leg, not the tummy where you pressed, and there's no battery in my Teletubby at all. It wasn't working then. But when I stepped on the feet, it started talking, and what it says was not part of the pre-recorded phrases. It was like I stepped on it and it went bye bye and I was like, that is not part. Oh my god, I was like shocked. I brought it to the living room. As I wait for my parents, I threw it to the other side of the sofa away from me, and I was sitting at the sofa that is right next to the main door. My parents didn't believe me, but it was really scary because first of all, there was no battery. Second of all, how can it speak something that is not part of the pre-recording inside that device? in the tummy, and I stepped on the foot, not on the tummy at all. There's nothing on the foot that can trigger any sound, and there's no battery, okay? So that was part 1. That was the first encounter. My second encounter was I was in Polytechnic then, and I just received a gift from my friends. Okay, it's a stuffed toy, wrapped up in a plastic and tied nicely, and I never took the toy out of the plastic because I don't like my toys to get dusty, so I always keep it wrapped or in the plastic, in its original plastic. There was one night that I was sleeping and I feel a presence inside the room. It's not I wouldn't say it's a human presence, but I can actually feel the presence. And I didn't dare to look, okay, because I heard something. I wasn't asleep, I heard it loud and clear. My bedroom is locked, I'm the only one inside. I heard plastic sound, like you know some gifts they wrap in this kind of translucent plastic that you can wrap and then you tie it up. Okay, so I heard the ripping sound and a lot of plastic sound, and I'm alone in my room, locked by myself, and I hear this plastic sound and I am on my bed. Okay, the toy is on the other side of my room in the corner. I didn't dare to see. I didn't dare to see at all. So when I woke up the next day, I look at the toy. The packaging was ripped open. I mean, it was taped up with a lot of scotch tape. It's impossible for any wind to open up the packaging. It was literally ripped open, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so scary. I mean, I never touched that toy, I never played with it, I never opened it before. And last night, after hearing that plastic ripping sound, and I was alone in my room and my bedroom is locked, the toy was ripped open, the plastic outside, and it was taped up really nicely and there's ribbon on it. The plastic was literally ripped, and I was like shocked. And anyway, that toy I have threw it away. And my third encounter, okay, this is really hard to say because my friends had to bring me home after the incident because I was having cold sweat, my whole face was pale, I was wobbly in my legs. They had to bring me home. Okay, so me and my friends, we were in a classroom after school and nobody is inside. I'm not gonna say which polytechnic it is. So we were in the classroom and we were talking about ghosts or horror stories, and we were sharing. Okay, so after that we went to the toilet, and there was a cubicle that is locked, and I asked my friend, hey, I really feel something wrong in the toilet, you know. I tell my friend, hey, is this cubicle supposed to be locked? And she said, since they were here all along, it has been locked. It wasn't open. It's locked from the inside. Nobody's inside there. So I got this really bad feeling and presence suppressing me in the toilet. So I tell them, can y'all please hurry? I'm not using the toilet though, they are. So I'm telling them, please hurry. And they were like, why, what's wrong? And I'm like, don't ask, just do your business fast and get out fast now, you know. And of course they wasn't really bothered, and I asked why. I just said, just go. And you know, and we pressed for the lift. We were going downstairs to get out of campus, as we pressed the lift arrived and we went in. Just as the door is closing, I felt a presence coming into the lift. Like literally just came in right before the door closes. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's here with us inside the lift. My other friend who was beside me, one of them, she felt it too. And she was like, oh my gosh. She was like, I turned to look at her like, oh, did you feel that? And she's like, yeah, we felt it. And it was terrible. It was really, really terrible because that presence was very strong. And it was in the lift with us. When the lift door opens, me and my another one of my friend, because we were in a group, I think there were 5 of us. 2 of us were the first to rush out of the lift because we felt that thing in the lift. And so we just dashed out. And my friends were like wondering, why is it? And then me and the other girl was like, you guys didn't felt it? And they said no. And we did. We felt it. There's something else that went into the lift with us right before the door closes. They didn't believe me and my friend, they were like, I don't think it's something serious lah. Okay, so I was carrying my laptop bag on my hand and with my backpack, and we were going to the nearest mall from campus. So we were walking, and on the way while walking, and phone are allowed, you can lock your phone so that you won't press any keypad or any other thing. But this happened years ago, so we still had keypad then instead of touchscreen. I had a touchscreen phone, but it also had a keypad. So back then, okay, it was a Nokia phone and it can be locked. Nobody can call out or call in if we have a locked phone unless you are dialing the emergency button. So I heard a toot sound, and this toot sound only occur when you call an invalid number. So I took out my phone and I unlocked it because it was locked. I unlocked it and I just went to press, the ringer button where I can see what number was called, and it was scary because the phone is locked. I had to unlock it, and it was just a hash asterisk 0000 asterisk hash, and this pattern just repeat itself all the way. It's damn long. It was like 20 digit or 30 digit. It was very long, and it's just continuously the same pattern. Even if it's accidentally pressed, it can't be that it's the same pattern all over again. It's just hashtag asterisk 0000 asterisk hashtag, and then it continues hashtag asterisk 0000 asterisk hashtag. It's not supposed to happen, because even if it's accidental, it does not happen. That the pattern was really nice, and my other friend was like, oh, the ghost must be trying to call to hell. And I'm like, that's not even funny. Okay, so I locked my phone and I show it to my friends. See, I locked it, because they keep insisting that I didn't lock. I tell them, even if I didn't lock it, it could not have been, even if you accidentally pressed, it can't have been such a nice pattern, right? So I put it back, I locked it and put it back. And it happened again after about 5-10 minutes. I took it out and I showed them, see, my phone is locked. I have to unlock it. I unlock it and I press the ringer button again, and see, the number came out again. It's the same asterisk, the hashtag asterisk 0000 asterisk hashtag. And it was shorter this time, but it's still the same. And I swear this is the only time it happens. And my friends were freaked out because I had turned pale. I was turning pale and I was finding it hard to breathe. Like, literally. And they had to And when we reached the mall, they found a place to sit down and sat me down. Okay, so for a while we sat down, I calmed down, and then they went to the bathroom again. We are girls, okay? So we went to the bathroom again. And in the bathroom, I actually asked them, when you sat on the same bench in the mall, was your bench hot like there's a stove burning beneath the bench? It's a wooden bench, so it can't have been so hot that it feels like a stove is burning underneath where I was sitting. So I asked them and they said no. And I'm the only one whose sitting spot felt like there was a stove beneath the bench and it was really hot. So I was turning pale and everything. My friend had to send me home. My legs were like wobbly. I went to the nearest jewelry store and gotten a cross necklace, and I wore it and went home. My friend brought me home. So that's about it. And I actually went to chit chat with a few of my friends, but they say maybe the campus during construction somebody died. I don't know how true it is because I never went to do research, or I never went to look through old newspaper. Okay, and the fourth thing happened to me a few years ago. It was because I live in a landed place, and on the third floor is my bedroom. My bedroom's on the third floor, and there's a balcony. So, and it was like, I think it was like 3 a.m. and I heard somebody singing. It was a woman, and it was pretty loud and clear, and she was singing right outside my window, and I'm on the third floor. For you to be singing outside my window, you need to be floating, or you need to, I don't know, how can you be on, my bedroom is locked, I'm the only one inside. It's impossible that somebody is outside my room at all, singing in the middle of the night, like 3 a.m. So I wasn't scared, because by then, you see, I have so many encounters, not really scared anymore. And I was like, okay, so I did a prayer. I was praying in tongues, and I said, I'm not afraid of you. I have Jesus. I am in the light and you are in the dark. In the name of Jesus, I command you to return to where you belong. I command you in the name of Jesus, return to where you belong. And the presence left. I felt the presence disappeared. And it wasn't outside my room, and there wasn't singing anymore. So all this thing happened to me, and few of my friends are curious. So that's why I'm making this video. I hope you guys enjoy, and it's true, it happened all in Singapore and all these things. So when they were asking me to do the video, it was right before Hungry Ghost Festival, and I don't want to be rude to the culture, our Chinese culture, where we have this Hungry Ghost Festival, and I don't want to offend anybody or anything. That's why I pulled it off. And then as I pulled it off, I got an infection on my tummy and had to get surgery to remove an abscess. So I'm still recovering from my abscess and from my fractured foot. I'm already off the cast, but I'm learning how to walk again. It's not fully healed yet because I still need to walk and learn how to walk again, and putting load onto the bone so that it can heal. Let's hope it heals fast. Okay, so that's all. I hope you guys enjoy my video, and these are all real stories, so please do not think I'm making it up and letting you enjoy, because some of the experiences are quite scary, and it still haunts me, but I'm not really scared, but it just haunts me. Like, the presence it feels like it's suffocating you. When there's this presence, the air feels heavy. I feel heavy, in my chest, not my weight. I feel heavy in my chest, like the air is heavy, difficulty breathing and stuff like that. It wasn't a nice experience, and I hope that you guys will, whoever or any of my friends who encounter any supernatural things, to also share out and we can hear more about it. So that's all. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.